Okay, good evening, everyone. So at 6 o'clock today, we started the session early because the board had to meet in executive for discussions that occurred in the executive session. So we'll go ahead and continue on with the agenda. And Ms. Gorowski, just for your note, executive session ended at 7:20 p.m. Next item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. Will everyone please stand? Okay, so we do have a very special presentation to have for everyone, but before we do, I'd like to announce that during our June 9th meeting, New Jersey school boards will be here to present our goals as a recap for 2024 and 2025, also help with our board self-evaluation and help us with setting goals for 25-26 school year. It is under a board retreat format, which means that we start earlier and there might be some food involved. So, all right. But now for the special presentation of the 2025 Persons of the Year Awards.
Okay, I'm going to move my space over there so I can speak and stand up at the same time. So for our first award, let me give a little bit of a history. We've been doing this is the 8th year, and started out it was supported by the PTAs and the Foundation of Denville, and also downtown Denville. It's kind of changed a little bit, but we're still doing the same thing. Each award comes with a plaque and some gift cards to local businesses, and this was one of the easier ones for all three because there were so many nominations for each one. So it wasn't one of our harder ones to pick. And this is definitely one of the highlights of my year every year because I get a chance to do something that's really nice, and I get to interact and see the kids too and the staff, and everybody's always excited and so honored, I believe. So this award is put out to the entire community. It's publicized in the newspapers. It's sent out in the Friday folder. It's posted on the website. It's put in social media. It's retweeted and re-Facebooked and re-whatever all the time. We got back around 100 plus nominations. And then we sit with a committee. On the committee is somebody from the PTA, each PTA, Dr. Cullis, myself, and someone from the foundation. This year was Mr. Molsting, who's the president, and the presidents of all of our PTAs. So it's a pretty good cooperative effort. The PTAs and the foundation fund everything. There's a big plaque that goes upstairs in the board office. We had to get a new one this year because we were filled. It'll be new and it'll be posted up there, and that's a nice thing that keeps going on. So we're going to start off with our Community Member of the Year. If I could have Mr. Anderson come on up. Mr. Jeff Barnish is the award winner for this year. He's not able to make it, but I'd like to just give a little bit of a bio about him, and Mr. Anderson will accept the award on his behalf since he's also a member of the foundation. So here's a little bio for a little background on Mr. Barnish. For 2 decades, Jeff has been a dedicated and passionate supporter of the Denville community. As president of the Denville Education Foundation for more than 5 years, he helped raise hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not an exaggeration, hundreds of thousands of dollars that went to give special enhanced experiences for our students. From leading the foundation's most successful golf outings to sponsoring youth sports through his businesses, Jeff's impact is far-reaching. He continues to volunteer his time with numerous community organizations and events, including St. Francis, St. Clair's, and local youth sports. Jeff's unwavering commitment and generosity have made a lasting difference, and we're proud to honor him as the 2025 Denville Community Member of the Year. So on behalf, It's a little weird that it's not him, but Mike is a good friend too.
I'll quickly just mention I've been friends with Jeff for many, many years. He just texted me. Actually, unfortunately, had a death in the family, so he was unable to make it tonight. But Jeff is just incredible with the community. I mean, obviously, the support of the schools through the foundation. He has held that foundation together and expanded it truly in his recent support. So I can't thank Jeff enough. He's been a personal friend of mine for many, many years, and certainly a personal friend of the school district. So hopefully we'll get a chance to maybe have Jeff at another meeting in the future. But I just want to, on behalf of the board and the Denville Education Foundation, who I've been involved with for many years, I just want to thank Jeff for his unwavering support. So thank you.
So Jeff's award is a plaque, like we talked about, and a $200 gift card to Casabella. Our next one is going to be the staff person of the year, and I'd like to call up Ms. Theodoropoulos. Do you want to talk a little bit, or you want to use mine?
I got one.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you. So it is truly my distinct honor and privilege to present Ann Stark as this year's Staff Person of the Year. I can't say I'm surprised that she was voted this prestigious honor. Ann, she is the heart of Riverview. She's the person who's there for everyone, whether it's to track down materials, cover classes, solve any type of problem, lend an ear, or just share a laugh in the middle of a crazy, hectic day. And we've been having more and more of those. I've had the absolute joy of working with Ann for the past 13 years, and every single year has been better because of her presence. Todd, Sue, and I, and with Ann, we make a cohesive team, and I'm so grateful for it. I remember my first day on the job as principal, had this whole speech prepared, trying to get myself all psyched to be the principal. And one of those things was I'm going to have a nice conversation with Ann so she can help me transition. As I go to open my mouth, this is what Ann says without missing a beat. Don't worry, I got you. That was all we needed to say. She had me. She really did. From that day forward, I really admired her honesty. And I mean real honesty. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Ann tells it like it is. And I've always admired and respected her for that, for her honesty, her integrity, and her loyalty. She also has this uncanny ability to know when I'm hungry, when I need a minute, when I'm having a difficult conversation. She's always there. And that, she just quietly shuts the door. She checks in on me, and that's it. And that, my friends, is the next level intuition and compassion. Her loyalty is like no other. You can do hard things when Ann has your back. And she's had and will continue to have all of our backs. And we are so thankful for it. Ann started at Riverview School in 1994. That's 31 of years of service, history, connections at Riverview. She has given her heart. Dr. Jean Beverly, the principal at that time, saw her amazing potential. And he knew about her work in the corporate world, and thankfully saw that even though she was an amazing recess aide, she was what the office needed then and needed all through the years and still needs now. Since then, Ann has worked alongside several principals, and I just found out I'm the longest running one. So thanks, Ann, for not running out on me. And I take that as a huge compliment. One of my favorite memories of Ann was actually before I even met her. I had a voicemail when I was interviewing for vice principals that said for me to come in to interview as a vice principal. And I just loved her professionalism, her welcoming, and that was my first glimpse of Riverview and my first glimpse of learning about Ann, and she's impressed me every day since then. Ann makes this school feel like family. She owns her role. This is my job kind of a way, but this is my home kind of a way. And I don't know how we'll ever replace her. She knows the community like the back of the hand. You should sit with her at kindergarten registration. There'll be somebody that graduated 5, 10, 15 years ago, and Ann will say their name, tell you a little bit about them, and remember them. And they're like, wow, you still remembered me? Yes, she did. And that's not just memory. That comes from connection. It comes from love. She brings the same care to every part of her life, from preparing meals for her parents and her in-laws to supporting her children and her grandchildren. She shows up for everyone here at Riverview as well, with grace, with grit, and with a whole heart. So today, Anne, we see you, we value you, we thank you, we celebrate you. You've worked harder, cared more deeply, and gone further above and beyond than anyone I've known. You've inspired me as a person and as a professional. You've earned this moment, this recognition, and the joy that comes next. Yes, you were voted by many people, and I will tell you, you deserved every part of it. We hope that your next adventures will be fun-filled, that they will have time for gardening, laughter, time with Rick and the grandkids, and maybe some crazy adventures with those high school friends you still keep up with. You've given so much of yourself to all of us. Now it's your time to receive, to rest, and to enjoy. Ann Stark, thank you. We love you. Congratulations on being Riverview Staff Person of the Year. Thank you for an extraordinary career that has made a difference in more lives than we can count. Thank you. I did that without both of us crying. That was rough. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Just want to say a quick
Yeah,
little
go ahead.
thing. I mean, it's only a short thing, but I am truly humbled and honored to receive this award. And it is an honor and a privilege to work with the most dedicated, hardworking, and truly exceptional staff at Riverview School. So thank you all.
And Ann's gift is a $200 Casabella gift card. It's a nice night out. And the plaque. Did you say something? We'll get them all at the end. Okay, and now let me call up the PTA presidents. They're here, right? Yeah, come on up. And Ms. Sardanopoulos, do you want to come up too? Okay, perfect. So this one, we're going to have a couple people say a few things, and then we're going to call up the winner, okay? Do you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay, go.
You made it. You made it. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Hello, everyone. It is my honor to recognize Saini as our Student of the Year. When she first arrived at our school, she didn't even speak any English, but she had that beautiful smile, and she shook my hand, said hello, and thanked me after registering. She gave me the chills from that moment on, and she has been impressing us ever since. Through perseverance, resilience, and an unshakable spirit, she not only learned the language, but grew into one of the most inspiring leaders in our school community. She uplifted others, even guiding another student through the same challenges she once faced, telling her, "Don't worry, it's going to be okay." Despite enduring the heartbreaking loss of her father, she continued to show up every day with a smile, embodying strength, kindness, and hope. Every morning when I stand at my door, she gives me a big old hug. She doesn't care who's in the way, she will make her way to that door. And it's one of the highlights of my day every day. Saini is a remarkable young woman whose journey reminds us all of the power of determination and heart. Saini, estamos muy orgullosos de ti. I gave it my best go, but there you go, Saini.
You can give her a hug. So I've been in this business 35 years, believe it or not. This is a top 10 moment for me. I'll tell you why. When I read all the comments, and I'm going to read a little short synopsis of all of them, it was just moving, especially my wife, who's in the back, teaches ESL, bilingual, and has an affinity for the kids, especially who speak Spanish, because she's bilingual as well. And I said, you're going to want to come see this. So she's here. And I know that my wife feels the same way I do. When I had a chance to go into the classroom, it was music class. I started with a little bit of a speech. I knew who she was. And I was looking at her eyes and I was like, then she starts looking around a little bit like, whoa, this could be about me, right? And it was kind of cool seeing that. I don't think she felt like it was yet, but she felt like maybe there's a chance it is. And when I had a chance to announce it, it was a special moment for me. So let me just read a short synopsis of what all the comments were, and there were several about Saini. Saini Montoya Canales exemplifies the very best in Lakeview pride. Since arriving from Honduras, she was faced with the challenges of a new country, language, and school with unwavering courage, kindness, and determination. Despite the heartbreak of losing her father shortly after a long-awaited reunion, Saini continued to lead with strength and grace. She has worked tirelessly to master English, excel academically, and support other students facing similar transitions. That was the seller to me right there. She's a quiet leader and compassionate with other students facing with a compassionate friend. Saini lifts others through resilience and warmth. Her character, perseverance, and positive spirit make her not only a model student, but a true inspiration. We are honored to recognize Saini as the 2025 Denville Student of the Year. Let's take a look at what she got. Okay. I talked to you about it first, but I just wanted to see what you thought. So we have Denville Dog. We have Sneaker Barn. And we have Sweet Expressions. All downtown. Do you want to say anything?
Good evening, everyone. I'm so proud of me and I'm grateful to the God in Lakeview that opened the doors to me the first time. And that was amazing.
Oh, great job. I'm so proud of you. Hope you enjoy your stuff. Send us a picture of some of the, the ice cream or something, or the new sneakers. Send me a picture of the new sneakers you get. Yeah, that'll be great. So thank you all. Again, this is definitely one of the highlights of my time. And this one was even special too, considering the great comments I read about Saini. It was really nice. Thank you to Ms. Molina for translating and for being a perfect person to help, with the communication gap. And appreciate that. And for everybody who came to wish everybody well, thank you. And thank you to the PTA too as well. So we're going to continue with our meeting. If you want to stay, we are going to take pictures though. So let's get a picture first with the three winners and then the three winners with their families. And bring your plaque up too. Bring your plaque up and the, oh yeah, that's right. No, first one.
Okay, Steve, you want to be in it too? Yeah.
Well, Karen's got it.
Okay.
She'll take care of it. You'll email it to me or something, right? I'll hold it, yeah. Now can we get, let's have Saini's family come up and then we'll have Mrs. Stark's family come up.
Just them.
I think so. Thank you, guys. Nice. Thank you. See you in school. So proud of you. You did a great job. Amazing. Stark family.
Yep. Never been into games.
course. All right, there we go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, take cookies, somebody said. Can we pass them around? Pass them around? You can't leave without taking at least one cookie.
Yes.
You guys want to take home all the cayenness? You want all the cayenness? Is this dish okay to go to? Yeah. Thanks, guys. Let's see. Okay, maybe the June 5th? I'll ask. Thank you. I know like 10 Spanish words. I was able to use cookies. I knew cookies.
And now we have no one. Back to the OG crew.
I know, you know a lot more.
Yeah. That was a beautiful ceremony, Dr. Forte. Thank you very much for putting that together. Congratulations to the 2025 Persons of the Year awards. I really, truly am proud to see such wonderful folks in our school district. Next item on our agenda, superintendent comments. Dr. Forte, would you like a minute to, should we come back to you?
I was actually ready this time.
Oh, and then please proceed.
Just one thing, just to make sure everybody was aware, I did send a letter to the public about the budget and the cuts that we had to make on top of the increased tax levy. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that that was sent, and it was posted in the Friday folder as well.
Thank you very much. Assistant Superintendent comments, Dr. Cullis.
Just a reminder, there are a few spots available for the summer DALA program, which is being held at Lakeview this year. Registration closes on June 6th, and the application or the registration form is available in the Friday folder, or you can ask the schools and they'll be able to help you. Okay, so the next is our kindergarten registration update. That should be not of 7th here. As of today. So as of today, we have 160 students. So this is less than this time last year or the last few years. We're usually a little bit closer to 170 at this point. And the way that the numbers are falling, Lakeview has 74, Riverview has 71. Lakeview has 5 sections, Riverview has 4 sections. The flexible attendance zone, we still have 13 students that are in that area and 2 that their school program is undecided. So we're not sure which school they're going to be going to. And I have played these numbers out every which way you can do because I'm looking at how many students are in the classroom for like ELA and math instruction, as well as how many would be added to the specials, how many are in self-contained environment, and so forth, and where they live. We have spent the last, well, it's almost 9 years looking at this and trying to move certain areas over to Riverview in anticipation of Lakeview's growth. So it's been on my radar for a long time. And with the new housing, we know that some changes will be made. This is a little below what we're anticipating for this year, but I just don't know what is going to still be coming between now and August. This is later than we have informed those in the flex zone in the past. If I had to make a decision today, my recommendation would be to move one section of kindergarten from Lakeview over to Riverview to make the class sizes more similar because of the number of students that will be out of the classroom and place the 13 remaining flex attendance zone students at Riverview. Most of the students that are left in that group of kindergartners are in a section over by Indian Lake, but it's on the north side of the bridge. And it's an area that we have been moving for the last 9 years. So placing them back at Lakeview would then be now adding a new bus route to that area as generations have been coming through, we've been moving them. If I were to put them at Lakeview, then that would be those students plus all their siblings and maybe third siblings and so forth. This could be another 10 to 20 years to get that area moved again. So again, if I had to decide, I would look at moving one section from Lakeview Kindergarten over to Riverview Kindergarten, and that would be making both of the class sizes around 18 at this point. I have been getting some calls about Mason Ridge. They've been told their contracts will not be given or they wouldn't be able to move until a minimum of December. So I'm trying to prepare for those students possibly coming and leaving a couple seats open there. We do have remaining seats. You know, if we were going to go as high as 23, we still would have 20 seats available for Lakeview to stay under that if we were to even bring that group over. It just happens to be that this year we have a lot of students that registered on the Riverview side and then the particular students that happen to fall into the flex zone this year. So that would be my recommendation. I'm still holding off for a few more weeks, trying again outreach. We even put up signs at some local housing areas to remind them to please register because every student is counting at this point because I want to make sure that I make them as close to the same as possible with anticipating some open seats. It's just hard to tell what will happen in the summer, but I think that is probably our wisest move so that we know we've at least moved that group over to Riverview in anticipation for clearing up at least one classroom that will be open if something were to happen during the school year or we needed to add a new class. So that concludes my report, unless you have any questions about that.
You mentioned that the class size at Riverview would be 18. What does that make Lakeview's class sizes?
Well, right now it's like 17.5, so 2 of 17 and 2 of 18, and then at Riverview it's like 1 of 17 and 3 of 18.
Thank you.
So they're pretty close right now with the numbers we have today. I will have to in June I will have to request that section be moved so I will put it on in the next June board agenda to do that.
Okay.
And we'll just see in a couple weeks if the numbers have changed.
Thank you very much. Business administrator.
We'll have to have a resolution to transfer to staff member. That's why.
Yeah.
Thank you. Business Administrator comments, Mrs. Gurowski.
The annual school election for November 4th, 2025, the deadline to submit petition is July 28 by 4 p.m. We will have 2 open vacancies if anybody else is interested. Thank you.
Thank you. It is 8:01 p.m. We'll open it up for public questions or comments. Seeing no one online and no one in the chambers, we are closing it at 8:01 p.m. Old business action to be taken. Mrs. Zadelis, could you walk us through that, please?
I sure can. The following resolutions have been recommended by the Superintendent of Schools to the Board of Education for approval. I move to approve the following resolutions under old business. A, the reports for April 2025, Treasurer of School Monies reports, and the Board Secretary reports. B, education reports for April 2025 and the Health Office April 2025 reports, as well as HIB 2024-25 RV06. And C, the minutes for the working session and executive sessions for April 7th and April 28th.
I'll second.
Thank you. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Dr. Moore,
Yes.
Ms. Zadelis,
Yes.
Ms. Astorino,
Yes.
Mr. Cass,
I'm going to abstain on the April 28th regular session, executive session meeting. Yes on everything else.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Capello,
Yes.
Mr. Kim.
Yes. Mr. Capello, can you walk us through personnel, please?
I would be happy to. If there are no objections under personnel, I would like to move items 1 through 5. Item 1 includes cashing out of vacation days, extra pay for assisting with 6th grade open house, 3 resignations, 1 retroactive leave replacement, and I'll also call your attention to the addendum. We're adding item H. Teresa Fogel, special education teacher at Valley View, is moving on the guide MA 30 plus 30. So congratulations to her. Continuing on, we have the updated staff list for summer 2025. We also have FMLA employee leave. We have the master list of staff for 2025-2026, and then an additional employee FMLA leave.
I'll
Great.
second.
Thank you. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Dr. Moore,
Yes.
Ms. Zadelis,
Yes.
Ms. Astorino,
Yes.
Mr. Cass,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Capello,
Yes.
Mr. Kim.
Yes. Dr. Moore, can you walk us through IMP, please?
Sure. I'd like to move for approval the following resolutions under instruction and program. Under item number 1A, we have the 2025 New Jersey Association of School Business Officials Conference. Item B has been taken off. And then we have item number 2, which is the request to eliminate the multiple disabilities special class program at Lakeview. And item number 3 is to approve the request to establish a learning and language disabilities mild, moderate special class program at Lakeview. Item number 4 is to approve the attached list of field trips. And item number 5 is the Title III consortium purchases for Rockaway Borough, Mine Hill, and 2 others for Rockaway Borough.
I'll second.
Thank you. Just as further emphasis, 1B is going to be stricken from the agenda. So questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Dr. Moore,
Yes.
Ms. Zadelis,
Yes.
Ms. Astorino,
Yes.
Mr. Cass,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Capello,
Yes.
Mr. Kim.
Yes. Under governance, I like to motion the 3 policies under number 1 policy for second reading and adoption, as well as to approve the attached CEP plan for 2025 to 2028, as well as the statement of insurance for 2025-2026.
I'll second.
Thank you. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Dr. Moore,
Yes.
Ms. Adelis,
Yes.
Ms. Astorino,
Yes.
Mr. Cass,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Capello,
Yes.
Mr. Kim.
Yes. Mr. Anderson, could you walk us through finance, please?
Sure, be happy to. If there are no objections, I'd like to move under D, Finance. Item number 1 is our checklist. Item number 2 is the board to approve the following resolution awarding contract architectural services to EI Associates, details listed on the agenda. Number 3 is for the board to approve the following resolution awarding contract services, legal services, board attorney to Cleary, Giacobbe, Alfieri, Jacobs LLC, with the details listed in the agenda. Item number 4 is for the board to approve the following resolution awarding contract legal services special education legal counsel to Bethessel and Werble Esquires, details listed in the agenda. Item number 5 is that the board approve resolution awarding contract auditing services to Nisavocia, as listed in the agenda. Item number 6 is for the board to approve to award the contract for special behavioral services to St. Clair's Behavioral Health, with the details listed in the agenda. Item number 7 is for the Board of Education of the Township of Denville, pursuant to PL 2015, Chapter 47, intends to renew, award, or permit to expire the contracts previously awarded by the Board of Education. These contracts are, have been, and will continue to be in full compliance with all state, federal statutes, regulations, in particular, New Jersey Title 18A:18, etc., sequential NJAC Chapter 23, and federal procurement regulations 2CRF Part 200.317, etc., sequential for 2025-2026 school year. Item number 8 is for the board to approve the donation of $3,472 to the Lakeview Pre-K program from the Riley family and the MKHS boys lacrosse team. Item number 7 is for the board to approve the amount of tax monies required for school purposes for the 2025-2026 school year, total of $38,184,112, with the details of monthly listed on the agenda. Item number 10 is for the Board of Education to approve attached shared services agreement with the Township of Denville for the purpose of sharing the services of Class 3 special law enforcement officers for the 2025, 2026, and 2026, 2027 school years. Item number 11, for the board to approve the agreement with Uncommon Thread to provide trained behavioral technician support from June 30th, 2025 to September 31st, 2025 at Lakeview School for a total cost not to exceed $7,540. Item number 12 is for the board to approve the attached proposal from EI Associates to plan for possible expansion of instructional space. Item number 13 is for the board to approve the resolution awarding contract broker of record services, health benefits, to Brown and Brown Metro LLC, with the details listed in the agenda.
I'll second.
Thank you. Questions or comments? For public edification, resolution number 12 is for the expansion in Riverview Annex. So that I'm excited to see that proposal come through and excited to see what that plan might look like. Seeing no questions or comments, roll call, please.
Dr. Moore,
Yes.
Ms. Adelis,
Yes.
Ms. Astorino,
Yes.
Mr. Cass,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Capello,
Yes.
Mr. Kim.
Yes. Mr. Cass, could you walk us through operations, please?
I'll be glad to. Under transportation, I'm asking the board to approve retroactively the following school bus emergency evacuation drill reports. Lakeview was done on May 7th. Riverview was done on April 10th. Valley View was done on April 23rd. Under building and grounds, I'm asking the board to approve item 2.1, the attached service agreement proposals for the building automation system from Automatic Temperature Control Services in the amount of $12,036. Item 2.2, is for the board to approve the attached quote from Hillberg Contracting LLC to repair and paint several exterior sections of the Lakeview building in the amount of $15,647, and that'll be paid from capital reserve. Item 2.3, I'm asking the board to approve the attached quote from Cashman Landscape Management for the district landscape maintenance services for the upcoming school year. I'm asking the board to receive one response to its advertising seeking quotes for grass cutting and fall and spring cleanup for the period July 1st, 2025 through June 30th. The quote from Cashman Landscaping was $42,809.71. Item 2.4 is for the board to approve the attached quotes from C.J. Vanderbeck and Son Incorporated for the preventive maintenance and preparation for the annual inspection district-wide for the 2025-2026 school year as follows: at Lakeview, $4,900; at Riverview, $4,800; Riverview Annex Elementary School, $2,100; Valley View Middle School, $4,400.
Can I get a second from
I'll
Bernard?
second.
Thank you. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Dr. Moore,
Yes.
Ms. Adelis,
Say.
Ms. Estorino,
Yes.
Mr. Cass,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Capello,
Yes.
Mr. Kim.
Yes. All right, next item on the agenda is good of the cause. Committee reports, correspondence, discussion items such as board of meeting highlights or other items to discuss and other stuff.
I have some other stuff.
Please, Dr. Moore.
It came to my attention a few meetings ago that I had missed a resignation retirement of a Lakeview aide that I wanted to make mention of. Her name is Mrs. Canarazi. I only know her as Mrs. C, so I don't even know if I said her name correctly. But as I was thinking about her, I was thinking about our growing reliance on aides to carry out vital duties, and how these are the ones that are spending the most time with children that need the most help and assistance. And they're also the ones that are least paid and least trained, and yet their value is so incalculable. I've seen firsthand how the smallest little selfless acts from our aides, things well outside their job descriptions, can make enormous differences. And again, these moments aren't born out of training manuals or performance reviews, but they come from the heart. And in a position like this, it's hard to find people that aren't just looking to fill their time or bide their time till they can find a different job. But Mrs. C was not one of those people. She's an extraordinary individual. And I honestly believe, I don't know if we will get an aide as amazing as her. I've spoken to her a little bit, so I know her story, and I know that this is kind of like a calling for her, and she would probably have done it for free. In fact, she did in other schools years ago. I joke with my wife, and we kind of think maybe she's some sort of modern day Mary Poppins that just kind of pops into districts as needed. But Mrs. C has like one of the things that sets these aides apart, the ones that I've seen, and not just her, but there's a love and a care for the kids that shines through, and she exemplifies that love. And I don't mean that in that, kind of watered down, sentimental kind of way, but it's a love that sees each student and actually likes them and sees who they are apart from their behavior. And that kind of love is transformative. And alongside that love, I've seen Mrs. C bring sort of a natural, intuitive gift for working with students. She was able to kind of bring in a fantasy and playfulness that didn't distract and didn't overwhelm, which is not an easy thing to do. And if I could give her an unsung hero award, I would, because I do think she's one of those unsung heroes, and I'm deeply thankful for what she's contributed in the care that she's brought to our students.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. I really appreciate you sharing that. I echo what you're saying. AIDS are probably not talked about enough. So thank you for sharing your experience.
I just wanted to note Saturday, the Denville Education Foundation held a fundraiser. I just wanted to thank Dr. Cullis for joining the foundation. They had a successful fundraising event, and as well as a good opportunity for everybody to kind of hang out and relax a little bit. So, but thank you, Dr. Cullis, for attending.
Board highlights. I have the persons of the year, the goals recap, and goal setting coming up next meeting. The board awarded several contracts for professional services. The board approved the 25 to 27 CEP, and thank you to the Morris Knowles Lacrosse and Kelly family for the donation.
If you insist. Just a quick update on the Hub Soccer Challenger program. We ended up with 15 special needs players, and they're balanced by about 15 or 16 mentors. It's very difficult. It's the first time we've done spring challengers. So it's good for the first start where it's getting out. And I got some people on the back burner. Unfortunately, I told them, I said, I can't let you in unless I, get more mentors. So I'm sure the fall will be a little bit more robust, but the mentors are the key. But they're doing very well, having a lot of fun, and the parents are very grateful and thankful that we're doing it. They also point out that our former director, Tom Butler, is a coach in Morris County Challenger Baseball, and Michael Bertram, our former board colleague, is also involved, being like the director supervising it. So it's going well.
Four of us were at the third annual Nancy Hellborg Memorial Recognition Ceremony, and I was able to witness a number of unsung heroes that received either donations or sponsorships or scholarships is the word I was looking for. So it was truly gratifying to see all those amazing individuals, whether they were from high schools in the Morris County District or middle schools at the Morris County District. Also, we had two board members who reached 10-year milestones from the Denville School District. So I'd like to thank and congratulate the services of Dino Campello and Mike Anderson. So thank you so much. Dr. Forte, do you have dates for the next committee meetings? There's a number of topics that the governance will have to discuss, and I was wondering if you had a date in mind for committees to meet.
The date would typically be the 5th. Does that work for you two?
I currently have that scheduled for IMP at 6:30.
Excellent. So we'll pencil in the 5th for, or we'll set aside on the 5th for committee meetings. So thank you very much for that. Just as a reminder for the board, thank you for getting the CSE evaluations done. We had a very productive meeting. The next item is the board evaluations, because our next board meeting, school boards will be here, and I suspect that Charlene or her replacement will be asking me to get the board evaluations done shortly. So if I know that you guys are all very busy, but if you could try to get that, I don't even think I finished it yet either. So if we can have that done relatively shortly, so that would be great. Okay. It is 8:20 p.m. and I'll open it up for public questions or comments. Seeing that there's no one in the chambers and no one online, I'll close it at 8:20 p.m. And Dr. Forte, do we have a need for a second executive session? Okay. Mrs. Estorino, can you put us into executive session, please?
Sure. I move to convene in an executive session in accordance with Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act. The purpose of this closed session will be to discuss negotiations, legal, security, and personnel issues. Minutes of the session will be made available to the public when the need for confidentiality no longer exists.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Abstentions? We are now in executive at 8:21 PM. For the public, we will not be voting when we come out of executive, and we'll just simply adjourn. So thank you very much.